Now, here are Kelly Ripa and Anderson Cooper.
I just love Anderson. Wow, nice. Hi. Good morning. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. It's Tuesday, October 14th, 2008. Regis has the day off, of course, and Anderson Cooper is filling in.
Yes, I am.
Thank you. Thank you for taking the day out of your excessively busy schedule. I feel like every time I tune into CNN, there you are reporting on the political scene, on the financial crisis, which we should mention there's a big rebound right now. The Dow Jones went all the way up 936 points.
I don't know if you noticed this guy. See this guy? He is everywhere. He's also
so
on the cover of USA Today.
There's always like one. There's always one happy person and one sad person, right? It's the same guy that was crying last week on the cover.
I'm a little traumatized. I don't know if you all know this. Right before you come out, there's this what I thought was a little Christmas tree. It's this little green thing. It turns out it's her gum. It's wads of gum that every day she sticks.
They know. They know. I save my gum. And then when I go on vacation, they get fed up and disgusted, and they tear it down. And I'm like, my wall of gum, my lucky wall of gum, where did it go?
There are health codes, though.
I know.
mean, look at that. I thought it was a little Christmas tree.
That is my personal area.
I was like, oh, that's so nice. They have a little Christmas tree up. It's kind of early, but isn't that sweet? And then I touch it, and then I'm like, it's her gum.
We shellac it with nail polish, so you're fine. You're clean.
There's also lips, imprints of your lips on the walls. So I'm not sure how that happened.
Because sometimes when I don't
really
have
need to know. We don't
there
need to
used
know.
to be a box of
Yeah, see? The things that go on back there, you have no idea. It's very...
There used to be a box of Kleenex once upon a time, and then budget cut. So now I blot my walls on my lips on the wall.
Oh, nice. That's very pleasant.
We're gonna paint it all bright blue anyway. It doesn't matter.
So I heard
where
you.
Was I?
Yeah.
So back to the Dow Jones.
Yes.
Back to that.
Do you follow this closely?
Well, here's what I've been watching you on CNN because I read the papers like a normal person. I watch the news. I discuss this with my husband, with Regis, with Gelman, and I still feel somewhat confused by the financial pickle that we are all in. And then I turn to Anderson Cooper, 360. Keeping us honest, and you seem confused, and then I feel better about myself.
It is confusing. It's scary. I mean, and that's what's really scary is when you turn to experts, and none of them have ever seen anything like it.
None of them.
Right.
I keep waiting. I'm like, oh, Anderson has an expert, and he's gonna show us
and
the
even
way.
off camera,
and he's like, I don't know.
I know. And even off camera, when they're off, I keep saying to them, like, it's gonna be okay, right? I mean, it's gonna be okay, right? And they're like, I don't know, which is not what you want to hear from the expert.
Right.
You know?
I mean,
yeah,
do you ever
it's scary stuff.
No, but between you and me, I'm Anderson Cooper, and now we're off camera. Right. Tell me,
you can
tell me
me
it's all gonna be okay, right?
Right. They're like, no. So I heard you had a very busy weekend.
I did, yes.
A friend of mine went to the Madonna concert on Saturday, had seats like all the way in the back, and called me up on Sunday and said, like, Kelly Ripa stole the microphone and wouldn't give it back to Madonna.
Okay, first of all,
that's what I heard.
How can I steal the microphone? Okay, let's be honest for a second. She handed me the microphone.
Yeah.
I am a normal person. If she handed me anything, if it was a sandwich, I'd be like, oh, thank you. And she handed it to me.
I think it was the not giving it back part.
I didn't give it back.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
I didn't give it back. I turned to our mutual friend Andy, and I turned to him, and because I was like, if there's one person that will appreciate this moment, it's Andy. So we sang together, and then Mark was like, Madonna wants the mic back. And I'm like, oh, a show's going on, you know.
So if the economy goes south even more, that's your fallback job?
It is, yes. And now I'm a backup dancer.
You're a backup dancer.
Right,
nice.
So if you ever want to start a band, I can sing backup for you. I'm a horrible singer, but that doesn't seem to stop me.
So there were probably, what, like a couple thousand people at the concert?
Probably,
Yeah.
maybe
So
a couple
I went
thousand.
to I went to a concert also on Friday.
You know, I read about your concert. Your concert was
I did. I went to a
apparently
concert. There were
much
about-
more intimate.
About 100 people there, 100 people, and Prince performed. Yeah.
Yes, at the Gansevoort.
In this room in a hotel. I was told to go to this hotel room, which I thought was a little odd.
So wait a minute. You were told.
And I
You
went.
were told Prince wants to see you in a hotel room.
And I go, and it's on the roof of the Gansevoort Hotel, and it was for a charity called Love for One Another and also Urban Farming, which I guess Prince is affiliated with. And he gave this concert starting at 1 a.m. And most concerts go. How long did Madonna play for?
2 hours, roughly.
Prince was on for like 3.5 hours.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh! Did he play every Prince song
He
ever?
played every Prince song ever, in addition to Rolling Stones songs, and like it was incredible. It went to like 4:30 a.m. I haven't stayed up that late since I was,
Covering the election.
colicky. And Dave Chappelle was there. I don't know. And I felt a little colicky by the end, but
Yeah.
but yeah, it was crazy. It was incredible. I kept being like, I'm in a room. The Prince is playing to like 100 people.
So wait,
this is insane.
but it's 100 people, so that's a very small. It's like smaller than this group here. Like,
Yeah,
okay, so
probably about
imagine
that.
if 50 of you left the building, right? And so the rest of us are here, and Anderson is Prince. That's what we're talking about. Is the room bigger than this or smaller?
No,
than
way
this?
smaller than this. I
Way
mean, it was literally packed into this room.
So now, where are you seated?
It was all standing.
Okay,
and,
you're standing.
yeah.
So where's Prince and where are you? Is
I mean,
Prince
is
looking
on
at
this-
you?
Well, no. I mean, he was looking at the crowd.
No,
I'm
but
sure.
is Prince looking at you?
Yes, Prince
Anderson
was looking at
Cooper?
me. I mean, I don't know. I don't think he could see anybody. It was so dark. But then Dave Chappelle was there, who has been on my show, and he's very funny. He's always
Right.
been very nice to me. And like halfway through, and I'm standing just watching the couch. Halfway through, his assistant comes and says, "Dave wants you to come backstage." So I'm like, "Okay, sure."
Backstage,
What-
meaning in a hotel room,
Well, that
like
was
the
thing.
bathroom.
There was no backstage. It was essentially.
He wants you to meet him in the kitchenette by the hot plate.
That's basically what it was.
Right.
So there I am in the kitchenette, like off to the side, and
Eating tiny jelly beans
right.
out of that little glass thing.
And Prince is playing, and Dave Chappelle and I both see a pick that Prince, one of Prince's picks, just sitting next to like his row of guitars, and we're both looking at it, and both Dave Chappelle and I look at each other at the same time, and it becomes this rush to who can steal the pick first. Of
Right.
course. Yeah. And I won.
You stole the pick? Oh my God!
Yeah. And look, it's got the little Prince symbol on it. So there you go. The truth is, Dave Chappelle actually got there first, but then he gave it to me.
He gave
Yes,
it to
he
you.
did. Yeah.
That is so nice. Dave Chappelle is a generous individual.
He's a very cool guy.
And that was so kind
And
of him.
he was there. He had a skateboard with him.
I mean,
he skates around town.
Can I touch this?
You can touch it. Yeah, you can't have it, but you can. What'd you get? Did Madonna give you something? Did
No,
you get a present? No,
Nothing?
Really?
no.
That's it.
That's it.
No?
I mean,
Well.
yeah, clearly, Anderson, you are far cooler than I. I am just a backup singer, and you have this lovely pick that you stole from a hotel room. Wow.
It was an amazing concert. I mean, I've never seen anyone perform like
Let's
that.
go
It was
crazy. Let's get nuts. Let's look for a purple banana till they throw us in a truck. What do these lyrics mean? That is the lyric,
That is
right?
something like that, yeah.
Or did I sing it wrong?
No, I think that.
I don't know.
I don't know about the full lyric, but it was.
I don't know.
It was an amazing concert, and it was for a good cause. And it was. Did I dance? No, I do not dance.
What do you mean
No.
you do not dance? You do not dance?
No, because as soon as
Prince?
if I dance, then. Is that
You
your
know, Prince does like all sorts of like, did he move
He
around?
was so much fun to watch. I mean, it was really funny and it was great. It was really, but no, I did not dance. I mean, maybe I bopped up and down or swayed
Wait,
a little.
okay, give me an example of Anderson dancing. I'll
There's no
sing
way
Prince.
on a million
I'll sing
trillion
Prince
years.
right now.
No, there's no way. It's not going to happen. You can clap all you want. No, that's not going to happen.
What if I sing something from Prince? You know, I'm a backup singer now, so what if I sing something from Prince and I'll sing a slow song? You can dance
You can
slowly.
try, but it's not going to penetrate.
It's
I
not.
mean, no, it's not
no.
gonna,
Impenetrable? Are you?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Listen. There's an article in the paper that this is fascinating that you say this
Mm-hmm.
because they're determining what women like what they look for in a man in terms of dancing,
Mm-hmm.
and women really like highly coordinated, complex dance moves, such as the point and shake moves.
Oh, please.
Employed by John Travolta's character, Tony Manero, in
Saturday Night Live.
Saturday Night Fever. Yes.
The point, that's ridiculous.
The
That's
point-
what women like, please.
The point and shake move. So let's see. I want to see your point. No, I want you to see.
I
come on.
cannot dance.
Give me the point.
I simply cannot. I'm
Give
sorry.
me your point. So, ladies, call me. But then they say.
I love that you have the music like ready to go. That there's just, like, they know just in the
I was
off
like, dude,
chance.
I can make Anderson Cooper dance with me. They're like, dude, never. It's never gonna happen. I'm like, I can do it. I know I can get him out of his AC
This is like the
360
time I was.
chair.
This is like the time I was on the program and you were doing your workout routine.
That's right.
And it was like pelvic thrusts while doing a
All
lasso.
I just wanted to see one Anderson Cooper pelvic thrust while lassoing.
It didn't happen.
That's all I want to see before I die. That's it. It's the only thing left on my bucket list. Now that I sang singing with Madonna, I crossed that off my list. Anderson Cooper pelvic thrust is the only thing left. With the lasso. They say that the women do not like the exaggerated dad dancing.
What?
I don't know what that.
I've never heard of any of this.
Gelman, hit it.
I would, but I don't know what that is.
They say that women don't like the shuffle where a self-conscious male shifts his foot from foot to foot, accompanied with the occasional uncomfortable hand wringing.
That's kind of my move.
Show us right now.
No.
Show me right now. So that looks kind of like this, everyone. Girls, anything? Feeling it? Anybody at home? I keep waiting for music to happen. It's not going to happen. I'll sit down.
So did you see that? This year they gave Emmys to reality show hosts for the first time.
saw
And now
that.
they're gonna. They've just announced they're gonna give Emmys to judges on these reality shows. Right. So like Simon or Paula will be up for an Emmy.
An Emmy?
Someone's going to have to explain to Paula what an Emmy is.
No, stop.
Oh, I
Stop.
kid because I love. I kid because I love.
I was Paula one year on the show.
She's probably got Grammys and stuff.
I'm sure she does.
Yeah, I'm sure she does.
Well, but what I want to know is what is the? I mean, it's so interesting. This could be a documentary behind the scenes when judges are judged. This is something AC360 needs to cover.
I'm very excited for American Idol to come back, though.
You are. Is that
like-
your show?
I love American Idol. Yeah.
You do.
You do.
I do
don't you?
too. Yeah. Right now, I'm really grooving on. I'm grooving on Dancing with the Stars right now.
No. Yeah.
I am. I think this girl, Brooke Burke, with the insane body that is, she has 4 kids, and I'm like, I don't even know how that's possible. She is dancing so beautifully. She's never danced before.
Really?
And it's shocking because she's so good.
You should totally do this show. You should totally be on Dancing with the Stars. You and Mark can do it together.
And you think they'll let us partner with each other?
Sure, why not?
No, because they don't do that. They separate you. It's divide and conquer, and then they put you with a professional dancer.
Oh, really?
They put you with a real dancer.
How do professional dancers make a living? Before this show?
Oh, well, I think competitive dancing is a
like
real sport,
big
a
thing?
big thing. But unless I could do my Tony Manero dance, I really am out of moves. Like I don't think they have that. As you know, they do the foxtrot and the Viennese waltz, and they do the samba. Did you see that last night? Did that drive you crazy?
Is Cloris Leachman still on?
She is.
Okay.
She
I
is.
saw one. That's the only. I saw one episode where she was on,
Cloris
and
Leachman
it was.
did a brilliant, unbelievably good. What's what's that dance? Tango. Thank you. It's group
I like your
participation.
dance sign language.
That was
you
it. Yeah, she did the tango. It was amazing. But the costumes, every year, I'm like, one day, one of those girls' costumes is going to fall totally off. And we are going to be standing there looking at nudity unfold live before all of our eyes. I mean, they are like hanging on. You watch them too, right? Yeah. Do you watch the show at all?
I catch it every now and then.
Okay. Literally, as a dancer is being spun around, you're watching feathers fall off, beads fall off.
Oh, really?
Sometimes an entire mic pack comes off. I swear I saw underwear fall off once.
I liked it when what's her name fainted.
Yes.
Yeah, that was good. That was last year, right?
That's right.
Yeah, I'm a little off. I started watching the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Have you
Oh yeah, wait. Tell me about. I
Wow.
have a TiVo. I haven't seen a single episode. Tell me.
If you thought, the Real Housewives of Orange County were tacky,
okay,
and if you thought the Real Housewives of New York were appalling, you're going to be stunned by the Housewives.
Really?
I mean, yeah.
Tell me what makes them, what sets them apart from other Real Housewives?
Well, I don't know. I mean, first, they all seem to have been married to a football player, which seems to be why they're on the program.
Okay.
But they all seem to be in various states of divorce from said football player.
Okay.
And they all seem to be very eager to get as much money from said football player as possible to maintain the lifestyle to which they not only have become accustomed, but feel very much entitled to.
Yes. Right.
And they seem to regale you a lot with stories of how much they are entitled to.
Really?
Yeah. It's quite interesting.
How much are they entitled to?
Oh, a lot. Yeah, they seem to think a lot.
Are there big houses, big cars?
Oh, they live in. It seems like McMansions. Like there's things that just sprout up overnight with huge columns and big, a lot of marble, and they all have huge household staffs and entourages. None of them seem to work, so I don't know how they actually afford any of this, other than like the husband who's never seen, who has clearly got to be working somewhere because.
Right, but do you think the husband is like, oh my gosh, this is finally my chance? She'll be busy. She'll have something to do. And
these wives seem so horrific. The husbands, I'm imagining, are just happy that they are occupied.
Right.
So, but I don't know.
It's interesting. I have not seen it yet, but I'm actually dying to see it because there's something I find always very interesting when you see. That level of, I don't know, I don't know if it's wealth or just this grand, ostentatious lifestyle that to me is like, it draws you in, it sucks you in, like you can't get enough of it. It's like, how can they do that? How can they live like that?
Yeah, the whole show is kind of a mystery to me, but that's why I kind of like it, because it's like another planet. No.
So that's what mystifies Anderson Cooper.
Yes, the life of Real Housewives in Atlanta.
Oh.
So yeah, what Emmy judges do you think should? I think Paula would be in the running for an Emmy, probably.
Of course, Paula.
But Simon, without a doubt.
Simon.
Sharon Osbourne should go. I like Sharon.
Okay. What about Randy Jackson? Randy was here
was just on the program last night.
Yes.
He's great.
What about?
David Hasselhoff. I guess he would be available.
He would.
Yeah.
Oh, Piers. Yeah. Well. What about,
You do, Paul. You've done a Paul imitation in the past.
I have. No, I was Paula for Halloween.
Were you really?
I was. I mean, on this show, I was.
Really?
Yeah. I love Paula.
Yeah.
Because I feel like she's so careful to not hurt anybody's feelings that when she says something, it is like, you are a beautiful piece of cake, and I get it, because she doesn't want to crush anybody's dreams, because she knows what it's like to be a performer and probably have so many dreams of her own crushed so many times that she's very kind to these people. But sometimes what she says just always makes me laugh.
Right.
So she's very good and very imitatable. But I would like to see. Bruno from Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, really?
Because I feel like if he won the Emmy, he'd be like, I just cannot even believe that you people would bestow an Emmy upon me. Right now, I just want to take you all and tango through life with you.
Wow.
He's like, goes crazy. He goes insane. He's like, Clarence, last week you were a naughty dominatrix. This week you are the diva of tango.
I gotta check out the show.
If you were with me, Clarence, I would tango from sunrise until sunset with you. And I'm like, what?
Wow. That's good.
And then he told somebody else, I can't remember who, he said that he needed a smoke after they, he goes, you make me want to smoke, I need a smoke. I was like, wow, I mean, I like the dancing too, but come on. Get a hold of yourself.
We got a big show this morning.
Huge show. Queen Latifah's here, you guys.
NASCAR driver Rusty Wallace is here from NASCAR Angels.
That's right. And Chef Nobu Matsuhisa is here. He's going to be cooking for us. Very famous Chef Nobu. Black sea bass with jalapeno miso. I'm very excited.
So am I.
Because I love some Japanese food.
Yeah?
It is my favorite. I love sushi. I'm very excited.
Well, he's the best.
He is the best. We're in for a big treat. But I'm a little disappointed that Regis isn't here because he's so afraid to eat sushi. We should wrap some of this up for him. We'll save it. I hear it keeps so well.
Yeah. Keep it on my desk.
Yeah, that's
I've
a
only
great
actually
idea.
ever had one kind of sushi.
What do you mean?
I've only had salmon sushi.
Wait, what does that mean?
Like, I've only had like a piece of salmon with some rice on it.
What?
I don't know. It scares me a little bit.
It scares you.
To be honest, yeah.
We have things that are going to terrify you.
Sea urchin.
Oh yeah, we have sea urchin. Sea urchin.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is like it looks like a small brain. It really does. It is. I mean, even I'm a sushi fan.
Yeah.
I've never delved into the sea urchin.
Really?
Today's the day for me. Yeah. Mark Consuelos loves a sea urchin.
Yeah?
Not just as his
think I
wife,
stepped
but
on
as
one.
his. Yeah, he does. Okay, it's time for Fall Frenzy Travel Trivia.